Hello and welcome to another arcade tour on my channel. This time we will take a look at GalaxyCon Arcade, which was set up at Animate GalaxyCon in Columbus, Ohio. It was held a couple of weeks ago. Let's take a look at what's inside GalaxyCon Arcade and see if there's anything interesting. The first machine we are looking at is Retro Raccoons. Unfortunately, the demo isn't running when I took this footage, but I hear it's a drinking game. You see the spots where you can put your containers for drinks, and I guess it's going to be a fun time drinking alcohol when you play that game. Pac-Man Battle Royale Championship. And in this arcade game, there are also spots where you can put your drinks. Lots of drinking games here. But I don't think this is an alcoholic drinking game. I think it's just Pac-Man, and if you want to put your soda or other drink in those spots on the right, you could. You see, it's a multiplayer Pac-Man game. It looks like fun. Now we get to the type of games that I would normally play. Well, maybe not this one. This one's Neo Geo. And the game that's on the screen is Puzzle Bobble. Or is it Bubble Bobble? No, I think it's Puzzle Bobble. And I played this before. I think it's a good game for a puzzle game. You shoot different colored bubbles up top, and you just have to match the colors to get a puzzle bubble too. I mean, anyone could enjoy this game. It's not something that would hold my attention for a long time. I'm sure there are other Neo Geo games though in this machine. There usually are. And now we move on to the left. This is my type of game. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You can tell it's Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo because it has those special meters on the bottom left and the bottom right. And this is when I started to not get good at Street Fighter 2. I was good up until Super Street Fighter 2. And then when they added the super special moves, then I started to lose track of Street Fighter, and I just didn't keep up with Street Fighter 3 and then on forward. Tekken 8, I believe. It's kind of hard to read the top of the arcade, but Tekken has been around for a while. I'm not great at Tekken. I'm not great at 3D fighting games. It looks like fun though. I mean, if I had someone to play with, I would play Tekken, but it's not something I would play on my own. This game, I don't quite know what this is because I can't read that Japanese writing. I don't know what it is. Sorry. I don't know what to say about it other than it has very colorful graphics. If someone knows what this is, let me know. I'd be interested to hear. Now we move on to Death Ball. And I've never played Death Ball before. But what I like about this machine is that it has another screen on top of it. So in case anyone can't see the screen that you're playing on, they could just watch on the screen on top. I think that would be great for fighting games like Street Fighter. Now we move on to the rhythm games. You see there's a Final Fantasy rhythm game on the right. And on the left, I don't know what rhythm game that is. Oh, we move on quickly to another rhythm game, Project Diva, made by Sega. And you see that familiar character with pigtails and blue-green hair. I forget what her name is, but she's very familiar. Especially if you go to different anime cons, you'll see people cosplaying as her. I'm not really into music rhythm games. I tried the Final Fantasy one when I was at this convention, but I wasn't very good at it. I don't know what rhythm game this is, but it looks pretty cool. I like how the screen looks. Groove Coaster 3. Yeah, I like how the screen looks. I like the graphics. I'm sure I would be terrible at playing this. I see the controls right there. But from what I see, it looks like a fun game if you like rhythm games. Now we move on to Jubeat. This machine might not be working because nothing is lit up. I would think if the machine was working, something would be colored and lit up, but it all looks like it's just off. And you can see there from the screen, it's probably out of order. But it looks interesting. Now we move on to I can't read that Waka. It looks like Waka, Wacca. In any case, this is a interesting interesting screen. It's a circle, and again, I'm not good at rhythm games. Has anyone ever played this before? Let me know how it is. Maybe I'll try it sometime if I ever see it at a convention again. But from what I see, it looks complicated. It looks complicated. I like the presentation though. A DDR type game. This is In the Groove 2, and it's not Dance Dance Revolution, but you know it looks just like Dance Dance Revolution. It's got the same dance pad at the bottom, and the dance pads look kind of worn out. I'm sure they've been used for many years. We go back up to the screen, and it looks like Dance Dance Revolution, but it's In the Groove 2. And there's a machine behind it. We can see right here. It's. What is that? I can't quite read the writing on it. I don't know, but it's the same dance pad, roughly the same dance pad. Except I think this one goes in diagonals. But I can't quite read the writing on the top. I think this is Assetto Corsa racing game. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might not be. Assetto Corsa is supposed to be a very realistic type racing game, you know, in the same category as Gran Turismo. I've never played Assetto Corsa, or is it Assetto Corsa? I think it's Assetto Corsa, and I like how it has the steering wheel, the pedals, it has the whole setup, and I'm sure it's very fun. I didn't try it out. I don't know why, because no one was there. No one was sitting there when I recorded this. I should have tried it. And that's my tour of the GalaxyCon arcade at Animate GalaxyCon, which was held a couple weeks ago in Columbus, Ohio. I'll be back soon with different tours of arcades and video games. Thanks for watching.